Hello, welcome to this little video. Before we get going and before I show you my progress, the video before last I put up, part 20 I think it was, it all went horribly wrong and I decided to rip it all up and virtually start again. I was feeling in the down and I was feeling in the right bad place. But I made the video and I put it out. Because I decided that right from the word go, when I started building the layout, that I would show my progress, good and bad. Most of it has been good, you know, it's been pretty good, but obviously that one was exceptionally bad. But I thought I would just mention it in this video because I want to say a big thank you. I've been blown away. The video itself has done really well. On the making of this video, I think it's been out for about a week. It's done me proud actually. I think it's up to about 7,000 views, which in a week for me is exceptional. I've also had 100 or getting on for 100 anyway, new subscribers. So if you're watching this video, hi there, thank you and welcome along for the ride. And I hope you stay around and enjoy what you're going to see. Yeah, so on that side of it, it's been a very positive experience. I've also had loads of comments. All of them have been good. All of them have been positive. Most of them I've found really uplifting, and you know, a real positive experience. And I wasn't expecting that. I've never expected that from YouTube and from the guys out there. You know, it's just really me. My videos are just really me just documenting what I do, and for my future kids, my future grandkids, and their grandkids, and my family members, or whatever. And of course, with future, I'll just share them. I'll just share it all to everybody. And it's been, as I say, it's been a really positive, a really uplifting experience. And I would just like to say a massive thank you. It's lifted me out of the depression. It just lifted me. It's done me the power of good. So thank you very much again. I can't say thank you as many times as I would like. So with that said, let's get on and have a look at the progress that I've made. Well, hello everybody, welcome to Grandads Little Railway, and welcome to part 21. Right, the keen-eyed amongst you might notice behind that I've got the back seam back up. I know I have made a start. I've decided to move. I've got to do the sidings behind the back of the station, so I've decided to move them. Now, it wasn't my idea. The idea was given to me by my wife, Mrs. T. The credit has to go to her. What she said was, I'm doing all the work behind the station and no one can see it, not even you. So I tried to explain to her, but then it dawned on me that, you know, maybe she's right. So I made a slight alteration to what I was going to do, but it's meant that, if you remember back in one of the previous episodes, that I was not complaining, but I was disappointed that my station building was too far forward, so I could only have sort of half the road. It means I can move it back. It means I can move that whole section back, probably about 3 or 4 inches. Now that should give me enough room to put a full road in front of the station, Also give me a bit of pavement on the other side and maybe some low relief buildings going down the front. Not that you're going to see it, you're probably only just going to see the roof, but nevertheless it'll give me room to do that, which is a good thing, I think. Let me just take you down and show you what I've been doing. So right, please excuse the mess, but I've got nowhere to put anything at the moment. But what you might be able to see is that I've shortened the width of the board. Instead of it being 24 inches or 2 foot, it's now 18 inches. And that's gone right the way along now. And indeed, I've brought it round in front of the window. Now eventually it's going to come from there, it's going to come back across that room and hopefully leave me a gap big enough in the middle for me to sit and watch the trains go by, or my grandkids to sit and watch the trains go by. Yeah, hopefully, well, that's the plan on that corner anyway. Now let's have a look on the other corner. Right, there you go. All you can see I know is a raised baseboard. But that baseboard is now just over 3 inches high off the ground, off the lower level. And indeed I've started putting a little bit of land forming along the back, which is good. This is where the sardines are going to go. This is where the trains are going to be stored, and when the train comes out of the station it will come down on the lower level, probably about 2 inches high, going along the front of that. Right, let's have a look at the station building. Right, there you go. Most of you remember this, and this is the bit that's going to be moved back. I'm not going to take it right the way back to the wall, there's no point. I'm probably going to move it back about, I don't know, 2 or 3 inches. Let's just do that and give you a visual. So it will go roughly there. And you know, I think it's going to be okay. What I'm a bit concerned, I'm going to remember that first bit of track that went up and down, I believe, yo-yo. Well, guess what? It's probably going to come up again. I'll explain. Well, here we are. Now it's this bit of track here that's on the foam board. Now if I move this station building out of the way, the problem I'm going to have is that I've got to put a point here like there was before. But I want the point to be more stable than it was. So what I'm going to do is cut that section out, and probably buy a new board, the 12 mil, probably a 12 mil board, and cut that so that it fits in that slot. Then I can relay the point and that bit of track, and it shouldn't move. It also mean that because the board will be raised off the baseboard, if you like, there'll be space underneath for me to route the wires, and everything should be a little bit more accessible should anything go wrong. Not that it's going to this time. No, I'm not going through all this again. I think if it goes wrong this time, that's it, I'm just going to give up. But yeah, no, it should be okay. I'm quite looking forward to it now. It does mean that I'll be able to extend, what I will do behind is to just extend that wooded area out a bit, probably to the wall. I might be able to get another building in beside the cinema, and I'll extend that road out a little bit more. Yeah, I think it's going to work. It's going to look okay. It's going to look okay this time. But I'm not rushing it. This is just a little update to tell you what I'm doing. So this is going to take a bit of time. So please bear with me. So there you go. What do you think of my little plans? I think it's going to work. I have got one concern though, and it's been bugging me for months, and it's to do with the layout. But more importantly, when it is get done and I'm no longer around, then the thought came to me when I was watching, I think it was Stephen from Elvenhome and John from Piccadilly, Now their layouts are quite elaborate and very complicated, to say the least. So what happens if, you know, you're forced to give it up, and, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe you're in rented accommodation and your landlord says you've got to move, or something happens to you and you can no longer do it, or whatever, and you've got to give it up and you've got to get rid of it. All that work that goes into it, I mean, you know, I've watched these videos on YouTube, and the guys that I've just mentioned, week in, week out, they work on the layout. It seems to be their number one thing, their number one priority. So what happens? And it's bugging me. I don't, you know, especially if anything happens to me, I can see this unwillingly being destroyed. So I've got to come up with a way of future-proofing it as well. Not only get it finished, but future-proof it so that it can be taken apart quite easily. And so to that end, I'm going to try and do each scenic bit in sections, each track bit in sections, so that it can be sort of unscrewed and lifted out with minimal disruption, minimal destruction. That's the plan. That's what I'm hoping for. Whether it'll turn out like that, I've got no idea. But that's what I'm hoping for anyway. The last thing I want people to do is just come in here and take it apart and, you know, just take it down the dump. Yeah, that'd be quite sinful, really. The amount of work that goes into these things, that would be sinful, wouldn't it? But yeah, so that's my plans. That's my plans for the layout. I've got plenty to think about and plenty to be getting on with. So yeah, as I said, these little videos, progress videos, will be quite short. So yeah, I'm going to bring this one to an end, and I'm going to carry on enjoying myself. All right, okay then. Till the next time, see you later. Bye.